Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there with wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. How many of you have heard Dr. Seuss's book, Oh, the Places You'll Go? Or maybe you've read it. And I know when you were younger, you read Dr. Seuss, but he is a great poet for young people. And a poet is someone who writes poems. And Dr. Seuss was so great about that. There are a few things I'd like you to know about poems because that's what we're going to be talking about this week, okay? So first of all, in a poem, just a moment, I'm going to write something out for you. In a poem, there is a stanza. There are many stanzas. And a stanza is a paragraph in a poem or a song, a stanza, okay? There's also a cadence. A cadence is the rhythm of the poem. So in other words, out there things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. See, there is a rhythm to the words that you're saying. Those are poems, okay? And so I want to share with you another poem written by a man named Shel Silverstein. Shel Silverstein. Have you ever heard of him? Maybe your teacher has read some of his poems to you. He's very funny. I love his poems, and he's written books of poems. So let's look at Shel Silverstein's poem about a trampoline. How many of you like to bounce on a trampoline? I do. I think it's really fun. Bouncing upon the trampoline so high above the ground, just as I was going up, I saw her coming down. She had a daisy in her hair. She wore a silken gown. But when she started going up, I was coming down. I tried to say, hello, nice day. She smiled and spun around. Come up a while with me, yelled she, but I was going down. And so as yet we've never met because we've sadly found that one is always going up while one is coming down. Isn't that fun? I love that. So there you have, you can see the stanzas right there, bouncing. There's one stanza, there's another. Remember, a stanza is the paragraph. You also have words that rhyme. So bouncing upon the trampoline, so high above the ground, just as I was going up, I saw her coming down, ground and down. And then you have the cadence. And you heard me just then. Bouncing upon the trampoline, so high above the ground, just as I was going up, I saw her coming down. There's the cadence, okay? Now, what I'd like you to do this week is write your own poem. Now, I'm sure that you've written poems before. So I hope that you will think about making more than one paragraph, more than one stanza. So do 2 or 3 stanzas, 2 or 3 paragraphs. And if you want to make it funny, just like Shel Silverstein, that's really funny. Or remember too that you can do a rhythm. You wanted to have a rhythm. She had a daisy in her hair. She wore a silken gown. But when she started going up, I was coming down. See, there's that rhythm. So you want to have more than one stanza in your poem. You want to have a cadence or a rhythm, and you want words to rhyme, okay? So I'm going to share with you a poem that I did. I have 5 grandchildren, and my grandkids call me Nana. It's like grandma. And so I wrote a poem about 2 of my granddaughters visiting me. And so I called it Visiting Nana. And let me show you a picture of my 2 granddaughters. These are my 2 oldest granddaughters. The one with the bright pink t-shirt is Ellis, and she is almost 7 years old. She's going into the 2nd grade. And the one with the light pink t-shirt, her name is Adeline. Adeline will be 4 in August. She's in pre-K. And then that's me sitting on their front porch with Brody, my dog. So that's Ellis and Adeline. And here's our poem. Visiting Nana. There once was a girl named Ellis who grew red flowers on a trellis. The flowers grew fast, the flowers grew strong. She was so happy that they all got along. There once was a girl named Adeline. She laughed and sang and loved others so fine. She grew and grew and grew and grew until one day to Nana's house she flew. When Adeline flew to Nana's, Ellis joined her in her pajamas. And all they did while they were at Nana's was grow more flowers and eat bananas. So there, that's a silly poem, just something fun. And so remember the cadence. There once was a girl named Adeline. She laughed and sang and loved others so fine. There's the cadence. I have 3 stanzas, 1, 2, 3, and words that rhyme. Nana's pajamas, Nana's bananas, Ellis and trellis. There you go. Okay, well, I hope you have a good time. Have fun writing your poem this week. And have your mom send it to the center. You know, we would love to see your poems. Remember, wash your hands and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.